Hi, how are ya? And welcome to the channel where stupid lines of connections are drawn between media, mainly video games. Today, we have the brilliant tower defense franchise with a rather nostalgic IP, Plants vs. Zombies. We also have special guest, Five Nights at Wario's. We're also including the entire franchise of, if you want to call it that, this one too, but whatevs. Let's get into it. Both medias involve time travels in their stories. In fact, a travel in time is one of the first things that happens in their stories. Crazy Dave and Christopher Peterson are basically carbon clones. In fact, riddle me this, or I'll riddle you this, I guess. Dave's full name, and I'm not joking, is Christopher David Blazing the Third. Christopher. They really stretched that one. And now you can see why I'm so concerned and why I had to make a video about this. Oh, and it doesn't stop there either. Oh, no, it keeps going. Both of these men fancy a good beard. They have technology that no one else seems to have. They both travel in time for some reason. And they get kidnapped at some point by their nemesis. And speaking of nemesis, Emma Connor and Dr. Zombies kinda act similar. So, they both want their enemies' heads on a pike, but like they kidnap them instead of killing them because...
Plot device, Mr. Frodo. Plot device.
Now the protagonists in both of these medias, well, they're not the important characters. They're also kind of mute or silent, unless some other situation calls them not to be. In both medias, the whole time traveling thing ends up making things worse, or, shattering time's validity and vitality and all that. James might as well be Chris's neighbor, like, for real. The virus takeover of 2018 kinda reminds me of that zombie takeover of Suburbia and Garden Warfare 2. And 2020, that zombie takeover. That one, though, is from the comics. In PvZ 2, the far future is in the year of 2323. And the future for FNAW, the year is like 2745. Now, of course, there's like a 400-year gap, but it's the same thing, same deal. If you want to take it even further, though, with PvZ, the whole Plant v Zombie conflict reaches the year 3058. So, yeah, another 400 or 300-year gap. But again, same deal. Now, I know some of you PvZ fans might be upset at me for this, but I'm going to mention Plants vs. Zombies 3. In that game, the zombies return after their defeat. Now, let's turn to FNAW 3. In the daytime quest, we learn of the virus's return after their quote-unquote defeat. And when I say defeat for the zombies, I mean they got sealed in a tiny jar or something. Anyway, in Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, the zombies do a lot of capturing of key places, and they do it rather quickly. So, obviously, in FNAW Origins, in 2018 mode that is, the virus is very quick to secure places like Wario's Cafe. His little den or something. The Gnome King is the renowned keeper of time and leader of the gnomes. And we have someone else like Entity Zero, who maybe we could probably give the same title of Keeper of Time. In fact, he's probably Keeper of everything for now. You know what? I'm gonna close my big fat mouth. Beyond that, Trials Nomis feels like the overworld in the endgame quests. In Plants vs. Zombies, BFN, there is a turf takeover map called Peachy District. where the zombies must attack and take over the television station under the guise of spreading propaganda. If they succeed, their real plan is revealed in a real creepy way. Take a look. Now, where have I seen an undead creature crawl out the TV to eat someone's brains? The Ring. Yes, yeah, it's a Ring reference, mostly. But cut me some slack. Obviously, there's connections here. Connections that are undeniably strong. So, lore-wise, that's all I got. But there's still more. So, like, You know what? Let's talk enemies. If you couldn't tell, I feel like Toad is like an imp, or Bugbot, or something. Bowser, or quote-unquote dragon, is like all them Gargantuars. Yoshi's like, maybe he's Dodo Rider, or Zombie Bull, or Rodeo Legend, or Scuba Diver. I forgot the Snorkel Zombie? I think his name's Snorkel Zombie. To me, Ashley gives off the vibes of Coneheads, Chicken Wrangler Zombies, Weasel Hoarders, and Magicians. You know, Magician Zombie. Now, Peach would be the annoying one. Peach would be like Octo Zombie, Fisherman, Boombox Zombie. While Luigi, for his build, he feels like he's a Pharaoh Zombie, a Swashbuckler, maybe Poncho Zombie, and Relic Hunter Zombie, and Surfer Zombie, Newspaper Zombie. For the sake of the color red, Mario is the Football Zombie, the Football Mech. He's the Torchlight Zombie, or Bully Zombie of the group. And Luigi... well, Luigi is, Luigi is the, wait. No. Luigi is the MC Zombie, or Breakdancer. Now, Wario. He's the Raw Zombie, the Pirate Captain Zombie, the Pianist Zombie, the Discotron 3000, Wizard Zombie, and Turquoise Skull Zombie. You get it. Again, this is my interpretation of how I would read these guys if they were, compared to other enemies in this other media. I don't know, it's that thing. That connection. Those red strings. Am I going off topic? The viruses, well, they could all be zombots from PvZ 2 or something. Maybe they could be bosses in the Garden Warfare series. Kinda like Baron Von Bats or Disco Zombie. Captain Smasher, Yeti, Now, Entity 01? OG Zombot. Zombot 1000. Those kinda look... well, they're built like him, if anything. But that's as much as I can do with the enemies that you encounter. I'm gonna go with something a little unprecedented. It's the music, okay? The music in both of these medias, they have that vibe, That vibe. It reminds me that the other exists, that the other media exists. Like, here. You have stuff like the Garden Warfare 2 intro cutscene music. Maybe you have rigor mortis. And the one that I feel like ties the deepest connection between the two medias. The one that I like to listen to and think about the other. Cerebral. Now, someone like you who's watching this video right now, you're probably only a fan of FNAW or just of PvZ, but hopefully these cool things, these little connections, will widen your open mind, you know? I mean, being a fan of one of these franchises, you already got an open mind, so be prepared to have it even more open. Like, should I do this more? I think I should. Come on. Who doesn't want to draw connections between things that probably have nothing to do with each other? Me. Oh, and one final note before signing off. Just so you know, that I'm a lot more aware than the average individual. Not trying to say anything, but there's a game out there called Nirvana. Now, in that game, there's a chance that your character, it's like a BitLife game, but it's more dark comedy. Anyway, there's a chance that your character can happen upon and be attracted to a haunted house. One of the very first choices upon your entry is to investigate a bathroom or a kitchen. Hey, I'm just saying, you know? It's not like Nirvana has anything to do with PvZ. Or does it? Because actually, during a zombie apocalypse scenario, life scenario, there's a choice of buying plants that can supposedly stop zombies. Obviously, that connection is much more intentional. It's more of a reference. So, yeah, I mean, at least you know to look for more connections between things. Hopefully, I've inspired that, really. Anyway, that's my spiel. I hope this was a fun video. Enjoy some more awesome tunes, too. Or just awesome tunes.